Hi Pisces, this is your new moon and Virgo reading, and this is going to take you from new moon to new moon. And the way I set this up is these are the energies you need to be aware of, past lives that could be affecting you now, and your life purpose cards. So I'm going to get started with the energies you should be aware of. So you have the Hermit. So Pisces, you just spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, and self-discovery. So what this card is asking you is just kind of like take time to yourself and reflect on what's important in your life. If you might be going on like a spiritual journey or starting something new, well, this is just telling you to take that time to do your research. Don't jump into anything yet. Just sit in quiet meditation. If you know how to meditate, meditation is really great. Spiritual teaching, you might be you might want to be a spiritual teacher, and this is telling you that this is time to do it. And also self-discovery. It's like you might be becoming more aware of what's going on in your life. And you got the Lovers right here. It says intimate relationships, carefully weighing your decision, good health. So now this could mean that you could have also, this does not always mean that the person you're with is who you're supposed to be with. You can have one other person or two other people you're thinking of, and so it's like you need to make that decision as to who you want to be with. And like now is the time to figure that out. And you also have the World card. It says a job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path towards enlightenment, which is really cool because you got your self-discovery. Enlightenment is kind of the same thing. You become enlightened as you become aware. So when you finally decide that who it is you're going to be with, who your spiritual partner is, what your decision is, you're going to have what you want. You're going to have the world. Sorry for this glare. Let me pull this down. Okay. So these are past lives that could be affecting you in the here and now, in this life right now. So I'm actually I'm gonna bring up the Father first. So you can have issues with your father today. You might not even be speaking to your father, and this could be from maybe past karma that you've had in past lives with the person who is your father now, or in a past life your father could have abandoned you. You can have issues, anything that has to do with your father can be affecting you now. Now, I'm not saying go try and talk to your father and make peace with your father, because it does go both ways. If the father you do have now is not, doesn't want to or doesn't care, I'm not going to sit here and say you need to go and try and make things right. But what you need to do is you need to make things right with yourself. Whereas that you have to understand that you're okay as a person, even if you might not have a relationship with your father. And yeah, it probably does affect you because yes, I don't have a relationship with my father, but it doesn't determine who I am as a person. I'm not going to let that bring me down, which I used to let it bring me down. But I am myself. I am my own person. And if he doesn't want to have a relationship with me, that's fine. You know what? Then I'm going to just go on with my life. And there's a lot of Pisces who might be struggling right now with the father issues. All right, trees. I'm going to read about that past life and what that pertains to. It says this card indicates that you have a special relationship with trees. In ancient times, particularly in Celtic, Eastern European cultures, were considered sacred. The Druids looked to oak trees for prophetic information, and ancient healers used tree ingredients such as willow bark for medicine. Your connection to trees may have been spiritual, including the ability to receive messages from them. In some cases, these seemingly non-sentient trees are animated by real souls as tree people. You may have been a tree person or a tree diva in this life, or prior lifetime. This card asks you to spend more time connecting with trees for healing, knowledge, and inner peace. I have to say that I did do reading and I did meet one person who actually was a tree soul or a tree diva. And I thought that was really interesting. It's a strange concept, but life is strange. All right, so the high priest or priestess. You probably already know that you were a high priest or high priestess during one or more prior lifetimes. Most people who have held these roles have a conscious sense of it. You've also retained your heightened spiritual knowledge, which this card is urging you to put in greater practice. It's time for you to reignite your spiritual power and use it in service of your divine mission of healing, teaching, and helping the world. This card urges you to release any insecurities you may have about your spiritual abilities or any fears about others knowing your beliefs. All right. And so your life purpose. So you have support. It says your life purpose fully supports you. So you might be on your life path right now and it's being supported by the angels. And I do see like a health. Isn't this the health symbol? So, this could go for doctors, nurses, anybody involved in like the medical profession. And you have angels that are backing you. That's interesting. Speaker. Your life purpose involves your skills of oration. You might want to be I'm seeing public speaking, being a life coach, having a YouTube channel, speaking about past experiences, anything like that. And practice. It says polish your skills by practicing regularly. Now I know this woman's like playing a flute. It doesn't mean you have to play flute or play any instrument. It could just be anything that you're passionate about. It's saying to polish your skills by practicing regularly. Maybe if like you're kind of like you're practicing for maybe like a job that's going to happen. So say maybe you're a hairstylist and you just pull out that mannequin and you just start practicing updos. Maybe whatever your weakness is, you work on it, and maybe a job comes along and they're like, oh, hey, we do a lot of updos on the weekends and really need someone who could do it, and it's a lot of money. Whatever it is you can do to be efficient at whatever it is that you have a passion for. All right, so you're probably wondering, how can I deal with whatever issues I have in my past life so I can get on my spiritual path? So what you can do is you can get an energy healing or get a reading from a psychic like myself. This is what I actually do. What I do is I go in and I clear out your aura, and then I look at your past lives to see which ones you're drawing on in the here and now, and I kind of help you blow those pictures, de-energize them so they don't affect you now. And I'm going to put that information up. It is significantly more money for me to do a psychic reading. It is an hour, but you get so much more accomplished and you get so much more information from my psychic readings than you do from my tarot card readings. And I will be posting that on my webpage. All right, Pisces, you have a great rest of your month.